Okay, also, just a side note on this video here, the angle, you're probably gonna just be seeing my chin, but don't pay attention to that. Make sure y'all just pay attention to the video, okay? Just hear the words that are coming out of my mouth, and then just go with me, okay? Just flow with me, all right? So let's get into it, Royal Squad. All right. Hello, how are you guys doing? Thank you guys so much for tuning back in with me. Here for the sun is so bright for another video. Okay. Ignore the background. But what I'm doing is trying to piece so much videos together, get it in when I can. Coach said to do this. Coach recommended this. Ari, the CEO, shout out to her. You guys go check her out. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to put it together how we can put it together. Okay? So thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you to the returning subscribers. Y'all know y'all part of the Royal Squad, all right? So thank y'all for being here with me, tuning in with me, flowing with me, rocking with me, okay? Get your crowns out. So shout out to the shout out. That's the inside thing. But anyway, so I want to talk today about just not giving up on people before you truly know who they are. Not assuming that someone is not this way or not that way before you truly know if they are or if they're not. You know, we either either have high expectations of what we think, how we think someone is, or either we have these low expectations of we don't think they can accomplish this. Because in our mind of what we see, sometimes everything is not what it seems. Everything is not what you see. And I mentioned before that you got to know how somebody is and what they've been through in order to know how to love them. You got to ask people, how can I love you? If you truly want to know a person, you got to sit down, spend time, and truly get to know them. Some people are not going to give you all of them right off, because you got to think some people have been through some things that maybe you have never been through. They've experienced some things that you've never been through. People may be even experiencing things now that you know nothing about. So sometimes in order for people to give you all of them, they got to feel as if they can trust you with all of them. Some people have given all of themselves right off to people, and to only have those people to let them down, to only have those people to hurt them, to only have those people to take for granted, to take things for granted about them. I'm like, so weird. To take things for granted. So some people, you know, it's some things that they will do that they may not let you know that they will do, because they don't know if they can trust you with it. You know, some people are so giving, and there's so many great things about them until they've given that to other people who they thought they could trust, only to realize that they couldn't trust them. So they're more cautious. And I know people may say, well, everybody ain't the same, so, you know, don't base this off of that. But you learn better, you do better. So when you've experienced something so many times, you're more cautious. You're going to go take your time, and you're going to go and be much slower. You're going to be slow to give so much of you that second time around, that third time. Some people after that first time, baby, they're like, no, I won't be doing that no more. So for some people, it takes time to get all of that person. Some people don't want to give you all of them before they know, are you willing to give me all of you? You know, people can hear you, and when you've heard what they say, heard it all, seen it all, you just can't remember it all. So when you've seen certain things or heard certain things, or had it where people have played in your face and you didn't even know they were playing in your face, you are more cautious. When you have been handled wrong for so long, you use caution. You know, you might want to give so much of yourself, but you don't know, can you fully give all of you to a person or two people, because you don't know if you can trust them. If you want a person to truly give you all of them, you want a person to truly show you them. You want a person to truly just let their guard down with you. You got to let them know that they can. You got to show them that they can. You got to first know who you're dealing with, so you can know how to allow that person to know that they can trust you. You got to first know what they've been through. So if they say they've been through where people lied to them all their lives or played in their face, then you got to know you got to be honest at all times. Because the more honest you are, the more they see, oh, wow, this person's honest. So even though I'm not used to this, you're helping. Not only are you helping that person to gain your trust, you're also helping that person to heal. No, it's not your responsibility. No, it's not. But let's be honest, and let me just be frank with you. You're going to meet somebody. Everybody you meet, they're not going to be completely healed. Everybody you meet, and if you think about it, nobody is. Because everybody has experienced something that have made them think the way they think. They have made them be a certain way. They may not have been just out here now just straight ruthless, out here now straight just going hard, just straight mean, just straight manipulative, but that has changed something about them, whether in a good way or a bad way. It did change them. And from that hurt, you know what I'm saying, and what they experienced, they still remember it. So they're constantly still pushing past that. They're constantly still reminding themselves that this is not the same situation that I was in. And I know people say, well, you can't base, off of what somebody else did. And no, it doesn't mean that. And I'm speaking from a perspective of women. I can't speak about men because I ain't never been a man again. But it's not that we are thinking you may be like Tom, John, Paul, or nobody else. It's just that you then pay more attention and you're more cautious. It's not comparing. It's more so you are then more cautious. So it may require you to be and put forth a little more effort if you want that person. Now, I'm not saying you should be the one got to jump through hoops, do all this for them and do this and do that. I'm not saying that. But you may have to put in a little more work for somebody who has been broken. And if they were once broken, but they put the pieces back together, doesn't mean because they're back together that you still can't see some of the places they were broken. It's like a vase. Even if you glue those pieces back together, you can still kind of see, oh, it was glued back together right here. Unless it's something that, like you have, it's a type of material that you can't see it when you fix it once it's broken. But unless that person has been back on the potter's wheel, they have went back to God and had God to just really completely remold them, you're going to get somebody who you're going to still be able to see where they were once broken. You're going to be able to see that. And even if they are not still hurting from that, they still remember it. And they still remember they were once hurt. It's like your arm. You hear people talk about, something they went through so long ago. Like my mom, when she with COVID-19 was out, she was in ICU for, I think, three or 4 weeks. And that was in 2020, I think 2020, 2021, whenever it was. I don't remember exact year. But she remembers the exact year, the exact time, how long she was in there. And she still bring it up because she still remembers. She still remember what she experienced. She still remember that she almost didn't make it. If you had a broken arm, even though the arm is healed, but you remember, man, I remember when I did this, I hurt my arm. So you're going to be more cautious. So now everywhere she goes, she still put on her mask because she remembers. Doesn't mean that she's not out and about or going places, but she's more cautious. She now wears her mask. So, if you played football, you did a certain move and you end up hurting your leg or tearing your whatever, you'll be like, ooh, I can't do that move. Or you're more cautious to do that move because you remember what you experienced from that move. So in a relationship, a bad relationship, or however you want to say it, or in a certain job or in anything, you may not move as if, you don't stop doing things. You don't stop living, but you're going to move with more caution. You're going to really like, oh, when I did this happened. So let me move slowly. Let me tread lightly. So I said all that to say, and it's hot up in here. So I said all that to say, don't be so quick to assume someone may not be what you need, or somebody is not a certain way because they're not giving to you everything about them right off. Because you got to think, maybe they had somebody else who they gave all of them to right off, and that person fumbled them, that person misused them, that person hurt them. So some people, it's not that they don't have the potential, it's just it's going to take a little time for them to be able to trust you. to know that they can truly trust you with them. You got to let people know they can trust you with them. You got to let people know, hey, when you with me, I got you. And that's on you to make a person feel that way. Now, you can do all you can. If somebody just ain't there, they ain't there. But for some people, you will know because they're going to be more open to you. They're going to be, gradually doing certain stuff. They're showing up for you. They're showing you love. They're trying to warm up to you. So then that's when you have to step in and help people feel comfortable. You got to help people feel okay with talking to you. Feel okay being around you. If you always like acting all weird, you always got an attitude, you always, this or that, or you know what I'm saying, your personality sucks, everything about you sucks, then you got to know, ain't nobody going to want to fool with you. But if you're welcoming and you gradually take your time, it's just like when you an animal, a puppy or that has been through abuse, somebody abused that puppy. He's going to be more so a little bit, at first with you. But you got to take your time with him. You can't just be so quick to say, It's all in how bad you want it. How bad do you want that person? How bad do you want that career? How bad do you want whatever it is that you want so bad? Are you willing to put in the work? Some people don't want to put in the work, baby. You have to put in the work. You can't, everybody ain't going to just give all of them to you. Everybody's not going to, the world ain't going to just give you things. You ain't going to just wake up. Sometimes, some people, hey, maybe you were born that way and you were, born into a family of money, but you're not going to wake up with the things you want. You're not going to wake up that way. You're going to have to put in work. It's going to require some work, and a good thing, baby, you're going to have to work for it. And I'm going to tell you, some of the things you have to work for to be the best things in your life that you can get. Something that comes so easy, it may not feel, it's like, I ain't have to do much to get it. So it's not going to give you that, man, I accomplished this. But when you have that person in your life who been through so much and they let their guard down with you and trust, baby, you have done a thing. You have accomplished something big. You have helped somebody to be more open. You have helped somebody know that they can love again, they can trust again. Now, don't push so hard and want to get somebody to open up just to fumble them. You don't want to be that person. But you want to be that person that show people that everybody ain't the same. That's who I am. I want people to know everybody ain't the same. Everybody ain't like, I'm not like her. I'm not like that person. I'm not like them. When I say I got you, but in order for me to let people know that, you got to show that. Some people don't want to show nothing. They just want you to hear them and believe them. No, everybody's not going to believe everything that you say to them. Even if you know in your heart you're telling the truth, some people you got to show them, because love is an action word. So it's about showing. So you got to say it for a woman, baby. We want you to say it and we want to see it. We want to hear it and we want to see it. And if you can't say it and you show us, baby, trust me. We like, yeah. And it's the simple things. For a good woman, it takes it's the simple things. If y'all knew how simple it was to love a woman and to have a woman to truly know that you love her and value her, if you did some of the most simple things, baby, y'all can get almost anything. Y'all can get the keys to the kingdom. I'm telling you. It's just that simple. Women are not as complicated as some of you guys may think we are. A good woman is not that complicated, y'all. We are not. It's just that a woman who has experienced things, a woman that has had to do everything for herself with the help of God, of course, it's going to require different levels of love for her than it is a woman who just sitting around here using folks, manipulating people, used to people doing for them and doing all this. You're going to have to love them different. It's a difference in loving a woman and a girl. It's a difference in loving a woman who has gotten to that level in her life. Just because she's an adult does not mean she has gotten to that level in her life. So it's levels to loving us, baby. It's levels to loving a woman. It's levels to loving a good man. It's levels to it. A man who out here doing for himself, handling his own, baby, you're going to have to show up differently for him. A woman out here doing her own, a woman out here getting, even if she don't have it all together, but she has that get up and go in her. She has that drive. No matter where she is working at, but she got that up in her. You're going to have to love her differently than you do a woman who ain't got no drive, no ambition, just want to stay home, want somebody to take care of her. Baby, you can love her differently than you can a woman like myself, like a man, like a good man. It's going to require different levels of type of love. You can't just expect them to just, you say, hey, you show up for them and feel like if you pay a bill or two, or you show up for them and say, you know what I'm saying, whatever you want to say, and feel like they're going to be putty in your hand. No, it's levels to loving a good woman. It's levels to loving a good man. But don't be so quick to disregard somebody or think somebody ain't what you need because you're not getting all that at first. You got to first show up too. You got to show up for somebody else to show up. You can't invite somebody somewhere that you're not there and you're not even going. You ain't there. Hey, I want to invite you over here, and you don't even show up. So if you show a woman, a good woman, you show her that you showing up, baby, she going to show up too. If she wants you. If you want her, just keep showing up. Don't be so quick to assume that somebody ain't what you want, or they don't have the potential to be that because you don't see that right off. You got to ask a person and know maybe they've been through something that have them holding back, but I'm going to show them that I'm not like that. If you want them. Slow and steady wins the race too. Slow and steady wins the race too. And then some people, if they have that desire to be better, but they don't know how. Maybe you're that push they need. Everybody needs that push. If somebody has the potential to be better and you see it and they want to do better, don't be so quick to just disregard them because they're not there yet. Do they have that potential? But thank you guys so much for being here with me. I really appreciate it. Again, my name is Mary Jane. I'm here to inspire you, not you, but you. Okay, and I actually was able to get 16 minutes. Okay. So anyway, thank you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you would like to. And hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload my next video. And if you are a new subscriber, then go ahead and grab your crown now. And if you've been here and been with me from the beginning, y'all, we're almost at 500. Y'all, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. I appreciate you guys so much. All right, Royal Squad, you know you get treated like royalty when you step here. All right, you already know. So, all right, then. I'll see you later, Kingdom family. All right, hope to see you sooner than later, though.